We're seeing this massive wave, right? Chinese restaurant brands are expanding like crazy, and Southeast Asia is square in their sights. It's a huge, huge opportunity. But let's be real, most are going to fail. So, what's the actual blueprint for building an empire that lasts? Let's get into it. So, this is really the million-dollar question, isn't it? We're not just talking about opening another location. We're talking about creating a legacy. Building a brand that can truly stand the test of time, well, that requires a very precise blueprint. And it starts in a place most people tend to overlook, the numbers. Okay, so forget the amazing food, forget the clever marketing, just for a second. The very first page of this blueprint is all about the money. A real restaurant empire is built on a foundation of cold, hard numbers. Look, I know it's not the glamorous part, but trust me, without this, nothing else matters. You know, behind every legendary brand, from that local spot you love to a massive global chain, is a rock-solid financial game plan. So what does that actually look like? Well, it really boils down to two non-negotiable numbers you absolutely positively have to hit. Here's the first number you need to burn into your brain: 15 to 20%. That's your target for net profit margin. In a super competitive market like Southeast Asia, this is the sweet spot. If you're dipping below this, you're in the danger zone. If you're hitting it, or even better, going above it, you're on the right track. This is goal number one. And the second magic number? 12 to 18. We're talking months here. This is your payback period. Every single dollar you pour into renovations, equipment, marketing, all of it needs to be back in your pocket within a year to a year and a half. Hitting this target is what gives you the freedom, the fuel to grow smartly. All right, so hitting your financial targets, that's step one. But here's the thing. Those numbers are incredibly fragile if they're not built on a foundation of trust. And in the food business, trust begins and ends with one thing: absolute, undeniable food safety. And this is where something called a food safety management system, or an FSMS, comes in. Now, I know it sounds super technical, but it's basically a professional, world-class system that guarantees every single dish you serve is safe. We're talking about proven methods like HACCP. This goes way beyond just keeping the kitchen clean. It's a verifiable promise you make to every single customer who walks through your door. This whole system really breaks down into four key pillars, the four cornerstones of trust. First, you identify any potential hazards. Then, you set up control points. Think of things like exact cooking temperatures. After that, you constantly monitor them and you keep detailed records. See, this isn't just a bunch of boring paperwork. This is the engine that builds your reputation. It's what lets you scale from one restaurant to 100 without ever breaking that promise of quality. Okay, so our money's right and our operations are locked down and world-class. Now it's time for the final pillar, the long-term strategy. It is so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day chaos, but empires aren't built by accident. They're built by people who are playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Sooner or later, every founder comes to this fork in the road. Do you take the many stores path, focus on rapid growth, getting your name out there everywhere, but risking inconsistent quality along the way? Or do you choose the strong brand model, patiently building and perfecting one single location before you even dream of a second one? One path is about presence. The other is about leadership. And if you want a masterclass in that strong brand model, you just have to look at Putian. They were relentless. They focused on perfecting their concept in just one location, building a powerful, repeatable system. They finished the blueprint before they started making copies. The lesson here is so clear. Build one truly great thing before you try to build many good things. So let's map out what this journey actually looks like over time. Those first 12 to 18 months, that is pure survival mode. It's all about getting your investment back. The real work, the brand building, that happens in years 2 and 3. That's when you prove your model and solidify your reputation. Only then, after maybe 36 months, should you seriously consider expanding. In this game, patience really is the secret ingredient. So let's bring it all home. This blueprint, it's not just some checklist. It's a philosophy. It's like a three-legged stool. You've got financial discipline to survive, operational excellence to earn trust, and strategic patience to build a brand that actually lasts. You need all three. Take one away and the whole thing comes crashing down. And that leaves us with one final and pretty exciting question. The opportunity is absolutely massive. The blueprint is right here in front of us. So who's going to be the one to step up and build the next great global food empire? Thanks for joining us.